Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, before we begin, I forgot to mention what percentage Izuku could use, one for all. Um, I'm just going to give him about 20% out the gate. So, because he was born with a quirk and, he's been training. So, and plus he trained, before he's still training before the entrance exam. So, as we're gonna cut to prison to Asashi Midoriya, the evil father. All right, what I'm about to do is gonna piss off a whole lot of people. I'm not gonna spoil anything. So, as Asashi, out in the yard, as a one of the most seasoned criminals, villains that's been there for a while. As it bumps into Isashi, hands him a note. As he says, "A mutual friend would like have a word with you." As he opens the note, it says, as as it tells him to kill that prisoner. They had a number on it. As Isashi looks at it, it's a mutation quirk prisoner. If you wanted to, it's basically explaining to him to kill him, and we'll meet. As Hisashi smiles, he's like, I don't know who these are. I don't know who this guy is, but I like his style. As he goes over, kicks the dude in the head. Before that, the guy, the criminal or the villain that gave him the note unhooked his quirk collar, quirk suppressor collar. As he kicks the dude in the face, we'll get back to what he did. As he has his foot on his chest, as he inhales and burns him alive, face like instant dead. As the guards rush in, tackle, Midoriya, Asashi, and throws him in solitary confinement. As he waits there he's been in there for about a couple hours. As a black portal and a weird looking man with a suit walks in with a black helmet. So is, other weird dude with a helmet that's like glowing like black flames, Gary. As he's like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Asashi Midoriya. As he's like, who the hell are you? My name's not important right now. I have an opportunity for you. That was a little test, see if you're willing to kill. And that you are. It seems like, you hate mutation quirks quite well. You would make a great asset to my organization. What you say, Asashi? As he grabs one for all hand, and he's like, yeah, if you get me out of here. Because, he's like, I get you out of here if you, agree to join him. So he's like, yeah, if you get me out of here, I have some revenge to do. I got to spend some quality time with my wife. And he's like, welcome to the League of Villains, Asashi. Gary, get us out of here. As, All For One takes him to his base. They meet Shigaraki and all the... Yeah, it's a Shigaraki, All For One and Gary. As he's like... Asashi's like, before I do anything, I want to deal with something personal. Kill that bitch. As All For One, agrees. He's like, very well, Asashi. Gary, help him out with his little mission, I guess. And, report to me after it's done. As Izuku is out, training still. He's not home. So, as he portals from the front door. He's like, wait here. As he kicks the door open, he's like, what are you doing, Asashi here? How are you here? You're supposed to be in prison. As he smacks, Inko, he's like, here in a pay, bitch. you and that bastard of that your freak of a child. I should have done this a long time ago. As he inhales, and small pause. I'm saying Inko's quirk is a lot more powerful than Cannon, so I thought this would be an awesome scene. So as he breathes in heavy and unleashes his fire, as Inko's trying to hold it back with her telekinesis, as Asashi goes in, he uses his quirk fully, as Inko is like cooked alive, as she's dead. She burnt alive, as all there is like a charred corpse on the ground. As he walks out of the door, as Kiragi's like, "Is it done?" "Yes, it's done. Too bad that freak wasn't home, but I'm thinking we'll have another chance." As they walk through the portal, and we cut to Zuko. As Zuko and Amina are talking. Well, she's mostly talking to him. So it's like, "Why are you so annoying?" And she's like, "I'm not annoying." He's like, "She smiles. "I'm not annoying. You like me having around. If not, you would have left already." And he's like, "If I left, you just keep following." And she's like, Exactly." And he's like, "All right, see you later, Fox Boy. I have to go home." As he gets home, he sees the door, open. Like, the door's not there anymore. As he witnessed, a dead body. As he knows it's Inko, because he's like, "Mother, where are you?" As there's no one inside besides her. As Izuku drops down to his knees, as he's getting visibly angry, as he's releasing some of the quirk, like green lightning, as his eyes start glowing like a bright glowing green color. As Kennedy walks in, sees the scene. She's like, "Oh my god, Izuku, calm down, calm down." As he's about to blow up the house. As she's like, "I'm sorry, nephew, I'm really sorry." As she chops him back in the neck, picks him up, calls the hero, or like the rest of the heroes, as they investigate the area. Izuku's back at her house, her mansion, because she's a hero. She's a second number one hero, so she's quite rich. So we're talking to like Tozawa and Kende's like, "Who did this?" And he's always like, "I have no idea." As they get there was a break-in. You should see this. As she turned on the TV. He turned on the TV at Ingo's place. As it report says Asashi Midoriya has broken out of prison. His location's unknown. As she's clicking it both together. My brother is responsible for this. As she's physically upset. She's sickened by this. Yeah, I did that. So I thought I should bring in a little drama into the what if, to make sure it's not stale. So as Izuku, after a while, he's still passed out. As he wakes up, Kenzei's right there next to him. He's on her couch as she hugs Izuku. She's like, "I'm sorry, nephew. I really am. Who did this? I'll kill him. I'll kill whoever did this." As deep down, he knows. As he hears the reports of Asashi Midoriya escaped from prison. He is a subject like I forget what they call it. Sorry. Inject subject of Inka Midoriya's death, as it's all over in news. As Izuku, he's physically more upset, and she's like, "Calm down, Izuku, calm down. It's all right." As he like begins, he's lost his mother, so he's like not there anymore right now. So after a while, he becomes okay, but he's very angry at everything. So it's going to show at the entrance exam. As we're going to skip to the where he's about to leave the infrasound, Kennedy's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" As he's like, "Yes. If I could come in here, that'll increase my chance of finding that bastard and killing him." And she's like, she's trying to steer him away from this, but if she pushes him too far, he'll go vigilante. So she doesn't want to do that. So she tells the teachers, like, she'll tell the teachers once if he gets accepted. So that's going to be the whole thing. So as he enters, going to UA to the building, he doesn't he sees Araka there, but he walks right past her. They don't know each other, and Mina sees him. Just don't know I think she was in U. Yeah, she was definitely in entrance exam. And Mina's like, "Izuku, are you right?" She's worried about him. He's not saying anything. As Kennedy, Mina was about to go and touch Izuku, and Kennedy's like, "No, she knows about Izuku and them been hanging out. No, I think you should leave him alone right now." As why? What's wrong? As Kennedy tells her as her eyes widen, as she's physically upset because she quite enjoy Midoriya's being around her, and she actually liked his mother Inko. As he sees Bakugo's about to do something. He grabbed Bakugo by the neck. He's like, "Don't, not now." As he pushes him, as he throws him, as he walks through, as he sits down, as he does the test. He does it fast, like he just want to get this done because he's on the vengeance trip now. As he gets to all of it, because he's smart, so he did it, and he passed 100%, and he fixed some of the Nezu's questions. As he sits down away from Bakugo, he just he doesn't sit down. He just leans against the wall, just staring at distance. As he's explaining the 1-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and Ida sticks up his nose like, "That looks bad on the school reputation. If you don't know the full explanation of the test, all that stuff that he goes because Ida stuff." And President Mike's like, "Shut up, kid. Sit down, and then give me enough time, I would have told you." As I was saying, he was embarrassed because he got called out about it. Izuku doesn't pay attention to anyone there, and he's like, "We have a 1-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and we have the 0-pointer. It's more of a oxable, so try to stay away from that. You will get no points." As Izuku gets up, walks over to the front and walks past Ida. Ida's like thinking he's going to bug that girl. As he grabs his shoulder, and Izuku grabs his neck, pulls him up. He said, "I don't know who you are. I don't really care. Leave me alone or you're dead." As he throws him, like a little bit further, not like too hard like he did Bakugo, but a distance. He falls on his butt. As Ida's about to do something, and Nina stops him. He's like, "Don't. I don't know what he'll do right now." And she's like, Do you know that delinquent?" And she's like, looks at him like mad. It's like, "Don't you call Izuku that? Like, don't you call that? He's going through some stuff. Just leave him alone." As Mina walks off to her side of the group where she's going to do her test. As that happens, as he stands like not next to Araka, but well, let's say he stands like a couple feet away from Araka. So they're in the front waiting. She's nervous, and Izuku's not going to cheer her up because he's not the type of guy. So he's not all friendly and gun ho like Canon Izuku. He's a bit more serious, and he doesn't care right now. So he's like, as the door opens, the gate, whatever it is, as Izuku runs through, and he's just like, what is he doing? And he's like, there's no real Cowtowns in the real life or in the real villain attack. Go, go, go. I suggest you follow that kid's example. As they run off, Izuku, starts using fire, charring every robot he sees as he, transform into his fox form. As he begins his, high density beam where all his 9 tails go in front of him, like a pinpoint into one area. As he blasts like several 3 pointers as he's hopping around in his wolf form, and everyone's shocked as he's using one for all in his fox form. So he's like he's tearing the robots. He's going for the jugular, ripping off heads, going through them in his fox form as he's breathing fire breath in his fox form as he's burning robots left and right. He he runs up off the building because I think he could do that. And so he looks at the area. He sees a whole bunch of group of 3 pointers as he uses his tails, because when his tails are like fire tails now, because once he activates his fire quirk, his tails turn into fire tails. So it's kind of cool looking. It's all green. As he's using his tails to swipe all of them, he jumps in the middle of them, jumps and swipes them with all of his tails as they all fall down like fried, and they're all just as they all blow up. As as he sees Araka, she's doing her thing. As the 0 pointer, he's not paying attention. The 0 pointer and try to hit Araka, as she dodges but gets rubble stuck on her. Easy sees this, so he's not going to disignore it. As he transports back into his normal form, and all the teachers are like amazed about this. But Kennedy knows that he's not in the right state of mind right now, so he picks the rubble, throws it off, picks up the girl, and she's like, "I'm Rocco Chaco. It's nice to. I don't care." As hey, you, Four Eyes, take this girl and go. I'm gonna handle this. As that's the end of that conversation. He's like, "What? Do it now." As he's very assertive right now. As he goes through, the 0 pointer comes stomping through because he's a big ass robot. As he goes, he jumps up, climbs on. Let's say he the 0 pointer tries to hit him with try to punch him as he jumps over the fist as he's climbing up it, running up it. As he sticks his hand onto the 0 pointer's head, as he unleashes full fairy with a little bit of combination from One for All and his fire quirk, as half of the robot, it's no longer there. As it falls back, Izuku does a backflip, one knee on the ground, his hand on the ground. As he gets up, recover girl, look over at Araka. It's like she has a sprained ankle, but she kisses him. And what's her name? Recover girl goes to Izuku because he's walking towards her. She's like, "Are you right, young man?" As he walks past her, not saying anything. Rocco's about this. Rocco's, what was going to say as he walks past her too. As he's just like, "What's wrong with that kid? You saved her, but he doesn't understand it yet." So as he walks back to outside of the UA building, goes back to Kennedy's house. A couple weeks he hasn't been talking to Mina. He hasn't been talking to anyone. Mina, understands this, so she's a bit worried about Izuku. So is Kennedy, because he's been shut up in his room that she gave him. As all he does is sit there, buying his time. As he gets the letter in, he's like, "It's a holographic protection." He's like, "I am here in holographic protection. All Might." And it's like, "Young Midoriya, I was very impressed with your performance." He didn't he didn't really see the whole interaction with other people, but he saw his battle test. So, he was getting low on his time, so he had to leave early. So, he's like, your test scores were amazing. You even corrected Nezu. Nezu was quite impressed with your results. As he's like, and he got he got quite a few villain points, but he got first place because of the hero points. So he's like, you got first place in the exam, getting pretty close to my score. Quite impressive. He was like maybe like 10 points below All Might's score. So I don't know. I know All Might's score maybe would have been 100 something. So whatever that was is like 10 points or 20 points below that. I was like, welcome to your Hero Academia. As he crushes the disc. Perfect. As Kennedy sees that, he's like, you need I know what you're planning, Izuku. It's not gonna end well. You can't kill your father. And he's like, I will. I'll make that bastard pay. I'm going for a walk. As he, goes for a walk, and we're going to stop it there. We're going to do the entrance exam next part. So hope you guys have a good day and night, judging my time sense. All right, bye.